Okay, let's talk about HYBE Corporation. You know them, right? The K-pop behemoth, home to global superstars BTS, who are returning June 13th. They're absolutely massive, a titan of the entertainment world. But, like the Avengers, sometimes there's infighting. And right now, a lot of legal drama. HYBE operates with a multi-label system. It's like a big corporate umbrella. And underneath, many smaller agencies. One of those is ADOR, which is home to the problematic girl group NewJeans. It's supposed to be a synergistic wonderland, everyone working together, making magic. But recently, the magic looks more like a mess, a very public, very complicated mess. The current situation for HYBE? Let's just say it's spicy. They're facing a barrage of investigations with allegations flying left and right. Suddenly, it's all about legal briefs and court dates, confusing for fans, and probably very stressful for everyone working inside HYBE. Welcome to my channel. We are going to discuss and pour the tea, honey. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. So, things got even more dramatic recently. The Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency, yes, the actual police, one time, Alphabet Boys, they requested a search and seizure warrant for HYBE's main office. This was reported on May 30th, 2025. Imagine cops at the pop music factory. Not for a friendly tour, mind you. This is serious business. What's a search and seizure warrant, you ask? Basically, it's the authorities saying, we have reason to believe there's evidence here. Evidence of potential wrongdoing. And we're coming in to find it. It's like your mom saying, you have cookies hidden in your room, and she's bringing a flashlight, except with much higher stakes and fewer cookies, probably. This warrant isn't just some random event. It's reportedly linked to allegations against HYBE's founder himself. We'll get to him in a moment, but it shows the scope of the investigations. This isn't just one small oopsie. It's like pulling a thread on a sweater, and the whole thing starts to unravel. Now, let's talk about the man at the top. Bang Si-hyuk, often called Hitman Bang. He's the founder and chairman of HYBE. The visionary, the producer, the big brain. He helped build this K-pop empire from scratch. I will be doing a deep dive on Bang PD in the future, so make sure you subscribe. He's basically the Dumbledore of HYBE, or maybe the Voldemort, depending on who you ask and what day it is. The lines are getting a bit blurry, but Bang PD no doubt changed the K-pop industry. So, what's Bang Si-hyuk accused of? The South Korean Financial Supervisory Service is investigating him for allegedly misleading shareholders back in 2019. The story goes, he supposedly said HYBE had no plans to go public with an IPO. But Kiki, what is an IPO? In simple terms, an IPO, initial public offering, is when a private company, previously only owned by a select group of people, first sells its shares to the public for the first time on a stock exchange. Think of it like a company going public and allowing anyone to become an investor. While he was saying no IPO, he allegedly persuaded shareholders to sell their stakes, sell them to a private equity fund, a fund reportedly set up by an associate of his. Yes, the hometown homie hookup. Then, surprise, HYBE go public, and that private equity fund, it reaped enormous profits. We're talking around 400 billion won. That's roughly $290 million. Cha-ching. For them. These are serious allegations. Misleading shareholders is a big no-no. The Financial Supervisory Service doesn't like such tricks. This sort of IPO shuffling is illegal in most countries. When company employees go rogue, it becomes costly and illegal. Prosecutors raided HYBE's headquarters, reported on May 30th, 2025, part of an insider trading probe. Another delightful legal term, HYBE is collecting them like Pokemon cards, except these cards can send you to jail. Using corporate info to trade stocks is illegal. This is a separate issue than the IPO investigation. An unnamed former exec allegedly made over $176,000 USD by buying shares in rival K-pop company YG Entertainment's subsidiary, YG Plus, after learning that HYBE was planning to invest in the stock. HYBE headquarters was searched as part of the investigation. The investigation is ongoing. But hold up, Kiki, isn't this deja vu? You're thinking, this sounds vaguely familiar? You might be right. Because surprise! This isn't HYBE's first tango with alleged securities law violations. It's like that movie sequel no one asked for, but it keeps happening anyway. HYBE and the Securities Law Part 2, or maybe Part 3 by now. It's hard to keep track. One might start to see a pattern. Back in 2022, there was another incident. Several employees of a HYBE subsidiary, they were indicted in November 2024 without detention, but still indicted for selling their HYBE shares just before a rather significant announcement. The June 2022 news that BTS, their biggest act, would be going on hiatus. News that might make stock prices dip a little or a lot. So these employees allegedly knew. They knew BTS was taking a break. They knew this could impact HYBE's stock value. So what did they do? They sold their shares before the public knew. Smart for them, perhaps. Shady for the market. They allegedly avoided about 200 million won in losses. It's like escaping a sinking ship on the only lifeboat while whistling innocently. And these employees weren't just some obscure randoms working in some menial department at HYBE. It is rumored that these employees were on BTS's creative team for at least 8 years. Let that sink in. The criminal investigation is still ongoing. So what else is happening with HYBE? All right, let's shift gears slightly to the drama involving the girl group, NewJeans, the 5-member girl group that was going to be the next supergroup, maybe. But now they're in a major legal battle with their own agency, ADOR, which, remember, is a subsidiary of HYBE. It's like a family feud, but with contracts and potentially millions of dollars at stake. And the whole world watching. On May 30th, 2025, a court made a ruling. The Seoul Central District Court, to be exact. It ordered each member of NewJeans to pay ADOR 1 billion Korean won. That's about $730,000 per member. For every time they engage in independent activities, independent entertainment activities, that is, without ADOR's prior approval. For one group activity, that's nearly $3.65 million. Ouch. Why this hefty fine? The court found NewJeans had violated a previous injunction, an injunction issued on March 21st, 2025. That earlier ruling prohibited them from doing independent activities, but the court says they did them anyway. They performed overseas. They performed new music at Complex Con in Japan in March 2025 under a new group name, NJZ. NewJeans are crashing the hell out. The core of the NewJeans issue, it's an ongoing legal dispute with ADOR, all about the validity of their exclusive contract, which there is a court hearing scheduled June the 5th. NewJeans accuses ADOR of ridiculous contract violations and alleged mistreatment based on which person didn't say hello to them or which brand deal they didn't get. ADOR wants them to stay and fulfill their obligations. Putting together a K-pop group isn't easy nor cheap. They want a return on their investment. It's a high-stakes game with careers and money on the line. So far, for NewJeans, it is not looking good. Despite 13 lawyers and cheap media tricks, they will have to pay their way out of their contract. So, what do I think? Well, as for HYBE scandal, insider trading, IPO violations, chaos. Yeah, not a good look. But do I think criminal charges are coming? Nah. Do I think HYBE needs tighter internal security and less mess? Absolutely. Honestly, a lot of this happens in big corporations. It's just that When HYBE sneezes, the media acts like it's the end of the world. And listen, I'm not in Bang PD's wallet or BTS's stock portfolio, but this is bad news for artists who invested. Note to idols, get your own legal and financial team. Period. Now, NewJeans, I don't know what's going on, but it feels like self-destruction in real time. If they lose their court case, and I think they will, they might owe ADOR a check so big it'll echo. And will they even stay together after this? Baby, I don't know. But what I do know is money makes people act funny. Well, I've talked enough this video. What do you think? Drop a comment and please like and subscribe to my channel. Bye.